riding to work as usual. I did a video but for some reason the sound came out like this. So it was completely unusable. And here I am doing it again. So in about 2 months' time, give or take, the Scrambler will be a year old. And although it's not, it might not seem like a huge achievement, it's actually the opposite of an achievement. This is when you start to really think about the future with your bike, because with the year approaching, it means that your warranty will be no more and you'll be out of warranty. So that means that if anything breaks, it's super coming out of your pocket. Like seriously coming out of your pocket. So to recap, I have replaced the pedal assist sensor, as you all remember. Out of the box it didn't work, so I had to get a new one from the company. So out of the box also, my light didn't work because the extender cable that connects the light to the controller wasn't working, so I had to get that too. Who could forget my experience with the battery connector problems that I had? They were melting. I had to replace those too. And I also had to replace the part that connects to the battery from the bike because they got damaged with the melted plastic. So I had to do that too. So I know I have made good use of the warranty. Now my fear is that big things like the motor will break and I will not have warranty when it happens. And the motor's not cheap, it's like $480 plus tax, plus shipping, plus everything else. So that all adds up. So all that would mean that I have to buy that myself. So it got me thinking about life without warranty. So if you're about to run out of warranty, I suggest that you get yourself a touch-up paint. Granted, my bike came pristine out of the box. That was the only good thing that it had. It had those scratches. Nothing. But slowly but surely with time, you will need to touch up your bike to keep it nice and good looking. So I did that, and they sent you a tiny little bit of it. But I consider my bike is not a color that you could actually get like at your local drugstore, because I usually used to just get nail polish, but it's not black or red, so I had to get it from them. So other things to consider are the brakes and the display. But the most expensive part of everything, I must say, is the motor and the battery. So that's the scary part right there. So things to consider. Initially, I wanted to build my own e-bike, but the motor and the battery that were out there at the time were not that good. Mainly the battery. I need something that will last, because I go far. Although I have built my own push bikes, I built a road bike, well, 2 road bikes, mountain bike, and so on. I wasn't too familiar with the electrical aspects of an e-bike, and I didn't want to have problems mid-ride. So I opted to just purchase it from a store that was already well into the e-bike market. So this time we're gonna do a legit turn. No more shady turns. Be safe. Anyway, so I went with a e-bike store that A, was kind of well known, B, it had all the spare parts, and C, it was economical. So that was my criteria. So I bought my first bike. It was a mid-drive, which was very good, except that the battery life wasn't that great. So that's why Juiced came up, and I saw it also had all that I was looking for, plus the spare parts, plus established company. So I said, what not? Plus I got it on sale. And I paid almost less than $2,000 for it, with the upgraded battery, the 19.2 watt hour battery. Which they might not offer with this model anymore. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. Anyway, so about the bicycle, and here we are today, afraid of being out without warranty. Now, I have come up with a couple of options that I could have when this thing becomes, out of warranty. I could sell the bike as is. I would just not make any money out of it. I just sell it, so I don't have a bike that it could break at any moment without warranty. I mean, it's still good, still runs, still as good as it'll ever be, but I don't want to take the chance that I might need a new motor, and because I'm out of warranty, I'll have to pay for it. Or that my battery just messes up again, and now it's telling me to buy a new battery or to get this fixed somewhere else. So my other option will be to convert this into mid-drive. I do enjoy the geometry of this bike, so I was thinking, why not make it into mid-drive if the motor ever fails. I've been looking into parts, I've been reading about it, and I think I feel confident converting now. So I have found a place to buy battery that is very good place, and I actually purchased a battery 2 months ago, so I won't tell you who I bought it from, because I want to fully test it before I tell you to go buy it or to consider buying from these people. But so far so good. And they're a legit company, but I won't disclose their name until I'm fully done testing this. Maybe in a month or two I'll let you know what they are, or maybe sooner, who knows. I'll let you know. Anyway, so the battery part is done. Now I need the motor part is done too. I found a place to get a motor. They'll be, well, not cheap, but that is legit. And yeah, my only thing that I haven't found is a replacement rear tire, because if I'm going to convert this into a mid-drive, I don't want to be lugging around with another motor on my back that I'm not using. So it'll be just dead weight. I don't want to have extra weight that I don't need. So if anybody knows of a place that I could find a 20x4 a 20x4 fat tire for the rear with a sprocket, with the cassette ready and disc brake ready, let me know, because I've been looking and I haven't found it. I went to AliExpress, so it's a mess in there. I don't know how anyone finds stuff there. Anyway, so I'm still searching for that, because I figure I pay just a few, well, not a few, but a couple hundred more, and I'll convert this into a mid-drive, and it'll be more efficient in the long run. My last alternative will be to just buy the spare parts and live with it. So this is where I'm at with my bicycle. And this is stuff nobody tells you about. So if you're under under the similar circumstances and you're almost out of warranty, maybe you should consider using what you have and making yourself a bit drive. Whoop. I don't know what that was. Whoop. Because that's an option for I consider that to be an option for this bike. So I hope you enjoyed it. Ride safely. And I'll keep you posted.